I look at this game right here, and I see Mac Jones versus Josh Allen, and I remember that Mac Jones did beat Josh Allen in a game last year, but it was one of the more bizarre games in the history of the sport.
It was the weirdest game ever.
Yep.
Mac Jones beat Josh Allen last year with a 23.6 passer rating, 32 yards, 1 interception. Awful stuff with what he was doing, and yet the team won because they coached and used the elements. Last week in Minnesota, Mac Jones was slinging the ball all over the field. I know they lost this game, but I was watching Mac last week, and I'm like, they might have something here in New England with Mac, more than just hand the ball off and don't hurt us. Mac was throwing the ball deep. Mac was getting Aguilar involved. Mac was using Hunter Henry in a way we haven't seen all season long. This is a light years different than the Mac Jones we saw earlier in the season, where every time he did go back, it seemed like he was jittery. Yeah. He was throwing an interception.
Jimmy Bailey Zappy, Peter.
No, exactly. Like, the Zappy thing has gone away because,
remember him?
Say what you want, Mac is playing well. Let's show some footage of last year's Monday night game.
It's amazing footage. I love it.
It's from the 1930s.
It's the strangest game ever.
They go into Buffalo. It's the windiest game in NFL history. That was one of 2 completed passes to Jonnu Smith, and they didn't even attempt any passes, and they won the game because they just made sure they controlled the ball and were trying to have the Bills beat them with the win. Mac only attempted a few passes.
I think it was 2 for 3.
I think it was 2 for 3 for 32 yards.
Yeah, and they won.
And they won. Mac Jones is going to have to be the guy that he was in Minnesota last week. And there is no, let's protect him. That's not going to work anymore. That was a one-time gimmick because of the wind, and it was a one-time gimmick because no one was ready for it. Mac Jones has to win this game. And I know that's saying a lot when Ramondre's playing so well, and the defense does have its moments. But, last week, Mac should have won. I think defense and special teams, Jason, your forte for many years. I think that's what let them down. But he's playing good enough football, and if he's going to ever beat the Bills in a Thursday night game in primetime, it can't be what it was last year. It has to be him making the big plays, and I think he's better now than he was then.
Yeah, I'm right with you. Mac Jones is going to have to play well because the New England Patriots are going to have to put up points to stay in the game with the Buffalo Bills, and that's because of who Bill Belichick was just talking about, Josh Allen. He has terrorized the Patriots in the last 2 meetings they had. Jamie just mentioned it where she said the last 2 meetings they have not punted the ball, and it's because of Josh Allen, his ability to extend plays, big plays, third down. He has taken this Buffalo Bills offense versus New England and has just cruised past them. And early on in his career, I remember playing against this guy when I was in New England, and he would make plays, but then he would give us the ball, put the ball in the air in bad situations and give guys an opportunity to intercept it or kind of not go down on the scrambles. We had a game where John Jones hit him and took him out the game. So you look at him and how he's adjusted to playing against this New England Patriots defense, and he's figured something out. And I go all the way back to 2020. We played him the second time Monday night, and the Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs was incredible. I'm out there in the field, I'm just like, my goodness, please, somebody stop this game. And I think it's going to come down to what you just mentioned, Peter, the New England Patriots defense. They've played well this year, and they're top 10 in a lot of stats, 9th versus pass, they're 10th on third down. They're going to need to play big versus Josh Allen and these Buffalo Bills. And you look at them, though, this game we're showing right here, Lamar Jackson had a really good game against them. Aaron Rodgers in overtime comes up, has a good game to win that game. Last week versus Minnesota Vikings, Kirk Cousins has a really good game getting the ball to Justin Jefferson. They're now playing against a really good quarterback. Can they still put up those same stats and being able to slow him down and give the offense a chance to put points on the board to keep them in the game? Buffalo hasn't won in the division. I'm excited as hell to watch this game.
Let me ask you, you played for Belichick against Josh Allen, a different version of him, younger guy. Yeah. Did Belichick say, hey, here's the blueprint, here's how you beat this guy ever? Was there ever a blueprint of make him make a bad pass, make him get out of the pocket? What was Belichick's initial read on him when you played for him against Josh Allen?
Early on in his career, it was, yes, this guy can make every single throw on the field, but it was like, hey, if we force him out the pocket, we put pressure on him, we can force him into some bad decisions. But I remember when they got ready to play last year, Belichick just gushed about Josh Allen because as you've watched his maturation, it almost sometimes feels impossible to stop him based on what the defense does. You almost are waiting for him to make a mistake on his own accord because there's really nothing anybody's doing that is forcing him into the mistakes that he's making.
All right, but if I'm a Pats fan, I'm sick of the gushing. We've heard the gushing for years now. It goes farther than that. The Bills beat the Patriots by 30 points. It's Belichick's worst playoff loss of his career. After the game, Belichick goes into the Bills' locker room to find Josh Allen, to single him out and say, you were incredible tonight, you're the man, you're the man. This is a real thing that happened. And Josh Allen was like, wow, thank you. What the hell are you doing in here? Like, that's how much he likes Josh Allen, which, great, it's a classy move. But enough of that crap. You're Bill Belichick. Let's find something out here. We've been through this. You can't rely on the 100-mile-an-hour winds like Peter's talking about to beat Josh Allen. And it's interesting to me because we've never seen this opposition for Bill Belichick in his career. There's never been a killer at quarterback in the AFC East ever. You can run down the list of Brett Favre on the Jets and Chad Pennington. There's never been a guy. It's always been a bunch of pushovers and temporary guys and guys who fizzled, didn't work out. How's this ending for Bill? Is he going to spend the last 5-6 years of his career getting his doors blown off by the Bills quarterback? That can't be it. So you gush on him, you say he's great, you pay your respects, he beat you fair and square. Now, like, this to me, this is the Belichick game. Mac will be Mac, and like the defensive players for the Patriots need to step up. But like, what is your game plan, greatest coach of all time? Do something here. Like, you paid your respects, you took your butt kicking like a man. Now go and fix this problem because we hear you're the best ever. You're getting crushed by a guy in your own division. Can't let it happen. That's your division. You built that thing. So, like, I'm looking for a Belichick answer in this game.
It's like a tidal wave, feels like, coming from the Bills offense on to Bill Belichick and this Patriots defense. I'm looking for a bit of a vibe check, if you will, from the Bills. And when I say this, I don't mean to say that the Bills are an immature team. I want to make sure I put that out there. But to me, this is a true maturity test for a Buffalo Bills team. What I mean by this is that 3 losses the Bills have been handed this season by a collective 8 points. And a lot of those games, like the one earlier this season with the Dolphins, this was we had it at the goal line and we couldn't get there down the stretch. Against the Jets, they had what felt like a 20-minute play drive, the Jets did, to take a lead with under the 2-minute warning, and then the Bills just couldn't get their guts rolling at under the 2-minute warning. And then the Vikings get picked off by Patrick Peterson late in the game. Who's going to step up? Von Miller got hurt on Thanksgiving. All right, he might be at the game, might be on the sideline, but 99% certain he's not playing this weekend with his meniscus injury, which we're going to hear from Rap Sheet in a little bit in terms of his return. But who's going to be the guy that says this Buffalo Bills team is unflappable? If we haven't won a game in the division yet this season, how are we going to make our definition? And is it going to be against the Patriots? Because if this Bills team loses another game in this division, it becomes what is happening when their backs are up against a wall in games that are really, really challenging? Because the Dolphins and the Jets game, you're like, is that an anomaly? Or do we have a pattern here, a pattern and a problem within the division?
Yeah, it's like, what do we make of this Bills team if they lose this game?
Oh, my gosh.
And now they're 0 in the division again. It is troublesome. Then you really need to take this one. But so do the Patriots.
Yeah.
All right.